First, let's define what is .NET. The Microsoft .NET Framework is a generic software framework. That means it's something that your application is going to build on top of. It's the .NET Framework's responsibility to provide all the services that different types of applications will need. For instance, the ability to save information into a database, or the ability to read information from an XML file, cryptography, web applications, numerical algorithms, network communications. These are the type of features and services that .NET is going to provide for your application. And it's a generic framework because you can build a wide variety of applications on top of it. You can build web applications that produce HTML that a user is going to interact with through a web browser. You can also write desktop applications that draw buttons on the screen that a user can click. You can also write Windows services that might run on a server in the background, and the user doesn't interact with them directly, but they can do batch processing and they can monitor directories and process files when they arrive. When you're writing an application in C#, your application is going to be running on top of the .NET Framework. That does mean that the .NET Framework has to be installed on the computers where you want your software to execute. It's very easy to download and install the .NET Framework. Some of the most recent releases of the Windows operating system already have .NET installed. So Windows Server 2008, Windows Vista, and Windows 7, they all come with version 3 of the .NET Framework. That's not necessarily the latest version that you might want. So even on those operating systems, you might need to go out and download and install the latest release of the .NET Framework. Now the framework itself, we commonly think of it in two separate pieces. There's the Common Language Runtime, or the CLR, and the Framework Class Library, or the FCL. Some people also refer to this as the Base Class Library, or the BCL.